moving on. Okay, so we got silver here, which I've been pretty bored by silver for a while here. Not my favorite thing. Haven't traded silver in a long time. I look at the charts, but I just don't trade it. So yeah, price above this moving average, so bullish. But however, you can see price action tells us otherwise. The lower lows, lower highs. So silver's moving down. The U.S. dollar is getting a little bit stronger, I believe. I haven't looked at it in a little while, but I think that could be a factor. I mean, your precious metals, so like not all of them, but like silver and gold, as much as they are protection against inflation, and with the U.S. dollar going down in value, it raises the price of these commodities. But at the same time, like if with economic slowdown, I mean, gold is not worth as much because it's just not used as much. Like, so gold is the best conductor we have, but if there's economic slowdown, that's gonna devalue the price of gold because it's just not as needed. Like, yes, it's used in jewelry and stuff, but even the price of that'll go down. So as far as like needing it as a commodity, it's not as needed, so which would also bring the value down. So even with high inflation equals economic slowdown, so which equals less value in these commodities as well. So it's a big equation. It's not perfect by any means, but there's just a lot of factors to consider, because a lot of people think that like, oh, gold is a hedge against inflation, so just buy gold that it goes up. Not necessarily. Not if the entire world slows down, right? You can't eat gold, so like it's not valuable that way. So like you can have as much gold as you want in your house. No one really accepts it yet. I mean, they'll take it, but like it's kind of difficult to move. And in times of in real desperate times, gold is like, it's not as valuable as ammo or food. In my mind, I mean, it's a storage of wealth, I guess. I mean, it's been accepted for many years, thousands of years, but yeah, as far as gold and silver go, I just don't think that they're. Yeah, I just don't know too much about them. Like I'm not against them by any means. I think they're awesome. I think investing in gold and silver has always been good, and historically has proven the same as well. But yeah, I mean, silver is just, looking at silver right now, like it doesn't really want to even break above $25 an ounce. And it's been 50 before. So for over time, like silver hasn't even, like, it's done well, and it's done well versus versus currencies and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I just kind of went on a tangent there. But so looking at the silver here, I mean, as far as the trade setup, it's approaching this daily moving average. So we'll see what it does when it hits that. But as of right now, I'd say it's a lot of bear momentum. It's a short position. I don't really see anything. Yeah, I don't really see. So on a weekly aspect, above this moving average as well, came up, made a higher high relative to this high here, and could be just pulling back a bit. But I mean, you're looking at, yeah, there's a chance it's at the 618 level right now, this area, this zone. So I mean, silver could be just pulling back and be headed up higher. I personally don't know. I don't. To me, this just isn't, the price action overall just isn't super clear what it wants to do, and I just think there's other pairs to put your money into. That's my personal bias. But I mean, I could draw this out for you guys though, so I'll do this. Let's just say silver is bullish. I mean, it's above this moving average. It made a higher high recently, this one, compared to this, this segment here. So price was making lower highs, lower lows, and now price action switched, and now it's making higher highs on this segment overall. So price could be just pulling back into this 619 or 618 level, and could be looking for the next section up. So I mean, what we could do is just adjust these, something like this. 23.25 is our low. Then 26.25 is our high, roughly $3 for the month, which would put us right at the top of this zone ish. So I do think like could do something like this. But I mean, that is a long shot. Like, that is not something I personally would consider or take or bank on. But the pure technicals, the range, you know, following the trend, all of that leads to this. So that's kind of where you have to, as a trader, you have to decide what you want to go off of. So me personally, I'm like, okay, this is what the technicals tell me, but looking at this, I just don't like, as an overall you know, trading scenario, I don't like it. But hey, I mean, if price breaks above this zone, you can see some more bullish momentum coming into the market, which you're not seeing right now. But if you did, like if you started seeing these big candles coming out of this zone right now, then, or you know, as it comes down to this 23.50 or 23.25 level, or even a little bit lower at $23 even, if I start seeing some bull candles, then yeah, I would probably consider this long position, at least to this zone for sure. This kind of previous section here, I think I'd feel more comfortable if there was some big bull candles though coming out of this zone, which there hasn't been yet, and there's actually only been big bearish candles into these zones. So, but we'll see how price reacts against this moving average, against these whole levels, you know, 23.25, 23, even down here. We'll see how price reacts to those zones, and we'll watch silver. I mean, it does move really good once it starts moving, so same with gold. But that's my take on silver right now. I don't really have much for it, but it is bullish. So it's bullish on this daily and this weekly. So I mean, it's kind of, you have to look at it for, as much as I, you know, I'm biased and I don't want to buy it, I mean, it is bullish. So it would be fair to consider a buy position soonish. So that's silver.